Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Mindful Monday. My name's Meredith, and welcome. Over here is Yogi. He's here to stretch. He does look a little bit fatter than last time you saw him probably, but I promise you, he is doing a lot of walking, and that is a lot of fluff. So, meaning he needs a haircut. Anyways, we're gonna be doing lower body stretching today. So 20-minute stretch, super fast, super simple. You just need like a cushion or a towel that you can roll over a couple times to act like a cushion, a strap or like a hand towel, and a block, or you can even use your bolster. If you have like a bolster or a pillow, you can use that in place of your block, because we'll probably use that at the end. Alrighty, as with all stretching, if something is sharp shooting pain, then you need to back out of it, because that's your body telling you that you're getting into your nerves. Not good. You're no longer in the belly of the muscle, but you're like in the attachments. You really want to try to stretch the belly of the muscle. That's where we have most of the tension. And if you're not getting to the belly, you're only stretching the attachments, you're going to overstrain those, and then you start to get that sharp shooting pain. Alrighty, so come onto your back. 20 minutes. If you have that bolster or that pillow, you can put it underneath your head. Close your eyes for a second, just to come to stillness. Draw the knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug, rock side to side. Most of the stretching that we're going to be doing is either on the hands or knees or on your back. So you can get comfy on your back right now. And then take a full body stretch. Reach your arms over your head. Stretch your legs out super long. Take a nice deep inhale. Glue your low back to the mat. And exhale, draw your right knee into your chest. Interlace the hands in front of the right knee and just circle a couple of times, working into some mobility of the hip joint. Reverse that circle. And then start to extend your legs. Take your strap or your towel or whatever you've got and put it onto the ball mount of your foot. You could bend your opposite leg and rest your low back on the mat, starting in with the calves. Flex your toes. Press up towards the ceiling like you're doing a calf raise at the gym. And then release. I want you to do that 5 times. So we're going to be doing resistance stretching. This modality is called Kihara. Kihara is a lot of eccentric or resistance stretching. When I talk about resistance on a scale of 1 to 10, you are giving yourself like a 2 in terms of resistance. Don't resist so hard, press up towards the ceiling, that you cannot feel the stretch. So this is the resistance, pressing up towards the ceiling, hands are grabbing onto the strap. And then override and gently pull down towards your chest, keeping your low back on the mat, feeling it in your calf. Press up towards the ceiling, override and pull down. Do that 2 more times. Press up towards the ceiling, override and pull down. 1 more time, press up towards the ceiling, override and pull down. Good, gluing your low back to the mat. Pull harder on the inside part of the strap, internally rotating your foot, feeling a stretch to the peroneal, right, the outside of the ankle. And then pull harder on the outside, the right hand, externally rotating your foot. Internal rotation, turning your foot in, stretching through the ankle. These are critical muscles to stretch. And then externally rotate, stretching through the posterior tibialis, the back of your tibia. Let's do that 1 more time. Internal rotation. I'm doing this quickly. You could spend as much time as you want doing this on your own. External rotation. Good. Bring the strap to the arch of your foot. Change your grip on the strap and hold on between your thumb and your index finger with your hands facing towards each other. Okay? Think about pulling in an arc over your head rather than down towards your chest. Okay, so your heel is going to come down to your butt, and as it does that, your head's going to come up off the mat. We're contracting the back of your right thigh, and then just release and come back down to the neutral position. Try that 2 more times. Pull down, heel towards your bum, lifting your head up off the mat, and then release back up again. Let's do it one more time. We're gonna hold that in the down position, pull down, hold there, thinking heel towards your butt, contracting the back of your thigh, and then override and pull back up in that arc over your head, gluing your low back down to the mat and stretching, resistance stretch through the hamstring, okay? Try it again, extending your arms, heel down to your butt. Good, override and pull up. It's a nice, smooth movement. If you're shaking or your leg is like chugging, it's like, you're pulling too hard, okay? So it should be smooth, very light resistance. Let's do one more. Heel down, override, and pull up. Glue your tailbone down to the mat. Oh, wow, that's a good stretch for the hammy. All right, hold on to the strap with both hands. With both straps in the left hand. Lower your left leg down to the mat and just cross midline, working into the lateral hamstring, the outside hamstring. Okay, and the IT band. Track the leg to the right, resisting with your left hand. Yogi, don't block the camera. And then override and pull back to the left. Light resistance, track to the right. Override and pull back to the left. One more time, track to the right. This time, snake your right thumb into your hip crease. Grab on. Hold on to that upper thigh, turn it outward like you're turning your thigh bone in a counterclockwise direction, and then pull that leg across midline again. That's intense. You can internally rotate your foot again. That's going to add more intensity to it. You could also turn your toes down towards the floor. Okay, that's lateral hamstring. Let's do medial hamstring now. Let your leg fall out to the side. Now, I'm not interested in like letting it fall all the way out to the side. I want you to bring it out here because your movement is going to be holding the strap in the right hand, heel towards your pubic bone, okay? So that's contracting your medial hamstring, all right? And then override and pull back to the starting position. Heel towards your pubic bone, contract in, override and pull back out. 2 more times. Pull in, resisting with your right hand, 2 out of 10. Override and pull out. Glue your left hip down to the mat. One more time. Heel pulls in. You can even hold the strap like this if that's easier. Override and pull out. Woo! Release that. Lay your right leg next to your left leg. Feels like my right leg is like 2 feet longer than my left leg. Let's do the left side. Ball mount first, calf first. Bend your right knee. Plant it on the ground. Glue your low back down. Flex your toes. Press up towards the sky for 5, 4. Resisting with your hands. 2 out of 10. 3, 2. Press up, hold, go right into the stretch, override and pull down. Say hello to your calf muscle. Press up and hold, flex through your toes, override and pull down. Press up, override and pull down. One more time, press up, override and pull down. Good, internal rotation, turn your foot in, pull on that right arm harder than the left. External rotation. Internal, you are helping by turning your foot in. Don't just do it with the pull. External. One more time, internally rotate, get those peroneals. Having mobility in your ankles is critical for running, for swimming. Do you know how much flexion and extension you do in your ankles with swimming? It's huge. Watch Erin's feet. Her feet are like insane with swimming. The flexibility that she has in her extends her ability to flex and extend her feet is phenomenal. All right, move to the arch of your feet. I got big feet, right? But I don't have that much mobility in them. All right, let's go. Heel towards your butt. Lift your head up off the mat so you have room there. Release. Heel towards your butt. Release. This time we go into the stretch. Heel towards your butt. Hold. Okay, focus on the back of your left thigh. Override and pull back up. Woo! Drop your tailbone. Heel toward your butt. Getting that hammy. Override and pull up. Heel butt. Override and pull up. One more time. Intensify by lowering your right leg down. Heel down. Override and pull up. Good. Hold it with your right hand. Light resistance going into IT band, cross midline, track to the left. Override and pull back to the right. Track to the left. Override and pull back to the right. One more time, track to the left. Snake your left thumb into that hip crease, grab onto the upper thigh bone, turn it clockwise. So externally rotate your thigh, cross your midline of your body and pull to the right. You could also internally rotate your left foot. Come back to center, medial hamstring, hold the strap in the left hand. Drop the leg out to the left. You're not fully dropping it to the ground, okay? Pull your heel, so you're resisting by pulling in the opposite position diagonally over your left shoulder, okay? Pull your left heel towards your pubic bone and then immediately go into the stretch, override that, and pull back out to the left, medial hamstring. Don't be afraid to touch the muscle that you're stretching. It's like neuromuscular awareness, heel towards your pubic bone. Always key. If you're not feeling something, sometimes it's good to like tap on it and like bring your brain's awareness there. Heel towards your pubic bone. Override and pull out. One more time, heel pubic bone. You can also glue down that right hip. Override and pull out. Good. Release that. Hips. Roll over onto your right side. Clamshell your legs. You can remove that pillow or you can just rest on your arm. Give resistance to the outside of the lower part of your upper leg. Flex your feet. Track the leg out, clamshelling, and making sure that the knee is in line with the ankle, okay? Don't do any of this upper movement, lower, whatever it is, okay? Try that again. The outside of your hip needs to be doing the work. It's not a lot of resistance. Let's try one more time. Track it out, clamshell it out, hold there. Good. Now override and push that leg back down to the starting position. Before your knees come together, extend your leg forward, okay? Bend the knee, track it out. Make sure your knee is in line with your ankle. Override, gently push down, traction your leg forward, extend the leg, and turn the toes down towards the floor. Okay, we're gonna go into a twist with this one. Bend the knee, track it out, hold there, okay? Feel the outside of your left hip doing the work. Start to push down, switch hands, grab onto the outside of your left leg with your right arm, and then take it into a twist, glute, hip extravaganza stretch. And breathe in the twist. Move your left hip away from your chest. If you're feeling modifications with your spine, that's like winning the lottery as long as there's no pain with it. Okay. If you're feeling pain with it, that's a problemo, right? But if you're just feeling like your spine, you know, kind of popping and stuff like that without pain, that's okay. All right, switch sides. Knee to knee, flex the feet. God, my feet look humongous on this screen. Well, they are humongous. All right, right hand on the lower leg, track it out. Release, repeat. Light resistance, track out. And when I work with clients one-on-one, I make them do like 10 reps of this because oftentimes this abduction action, people are super weak there. Okay. And even just doing clamshells without having your hand on them, you know, you're strengthening the outsides of your hips. Okay. Hold there. Let's go into the stretch. Override, push down. I'm pushing down, but I'm also sending it forward. I'm tractioning my leg forward, extend through your right leg. Wow. That's a lot on the right hip glute. Bend the knee, track out. And for you guys that are exercising every day, I mean, I just run after a toddler 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which is a little bit of cardio to begin with. But for those of you that are really doing a lot with your hips, you're going to feel your hip turn on right away. You're going to feel those muscles contract right away. You don't need to do as many reps of the contraction. Override, push down. Turn it outward, grab on with your left hand to the outside edge of your right leg, and then, twist open. And I love to work this stretch slowly. It's like unraveling layers of saran wrap, right? That's how it feels, of all that fascia stretching, the layers and layers and layers stretching. Breathe for 2. And 1. Good. Release it. Come up onto your hands and your knees. Okay. Hope you guys are feeling good. We have time for one more stretch. So this whole combo, great for post run, great for post bike. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you also post one, but just focus on lower body. All right. So we're going to do the quad stretch. So if you need to pad your knee, pad your knee. Okay, I'm on carpet and my thick mat, so I don't need it. You might need a block for balance. Okie doke. All right. Lunge forward into your right knee. I like to slide on the skin of my left kneecap because I want you to make sure that your hip is in front of the knee. So you're not like this, hip right over the knee, but you're forward of the knee, okay? Press your hands on the right thigh, traction it forward as you lift your heart and you drop your shoulders down, okay? Now we're gonna go back, right elbow, right thigh, reach back for your left foot with your left hand. Notice how I still stay forward of, my left hip is forward of my knee. Now, I'm going to pull back on that left foot. You can see that I have like a good 6 inches of space between my heel and my butt. Okay, your heel should not be touching your butt. I don't care how flexible you are. Push your foot into the hand to contract the center of your left thigh and then override and pull in. Push the foot into the hand. Feel the contraction in the center of your left thigh. Override and pull in. Let's do 2 more. Press away. Feel an opening in your left shoulder. Override and pull in. Press away. Override and pull in. Good. Holding that there. Right hand finds the block. Release through your left hand. Let the foot come back down and then reach up and over the ear with your left arm. Good. Release it. Switch sides. Left foot forward. Slide forward on the skin of your right leg, so you're not right on the kneecap. Plant the hands to the left thigh. Press them away. Drop the shoulders. Good. Left elbow, left thigh. Right arm reaches back for the right foot. Push foot into hand. Feel a light contraction in the center of your right thigh, and then override and pull in. Push foot into hand. Contract the right thigh. Override and pull in. Remember, it's light resistance or you're going to be wicked sore tomorrow. Press away. Override and pull in. One more. Press away. Override and pull in. Good. Release that. Walk over on the left side. Right arm reaches up and over the ear. Good. Release that. Time to come down for that block. So you're going to come down onto your back, and we're going to use the block in a supported bridge position. Okay? Ooh, sun's out. All right. So place the block either flat on its flat, or you can put it up on its side. I don't recommend in level 3 like the vertical position. Okay, doke. So I'm going to go level 2. And then just allow your body to relax. I'm going to go level 1 actually. Allow your body, the bony bowl of your pelvis, to relax on the block. Alrighty, imagine like the bony bowl is like spreading over, oozing over the sides of the block. And then try to extend your right leg. So I want you to think about drawing in the muscles inside the bony bowl of your pelvis. So you're drawing them kind of in the opposite direction that your leg is going. Okay. And then you could try the other leg if that feels okay. If there's any pinching in your low back, then it's too much. You can also reach your arms above your head. Big belly breath. Good. Come back up. Press the hips up in the air. Roll down through your spine. Good. Cross your right knee over your left knee, like how a woman sits in a chair. Alrighty. Flex your feet. The key thing is that you want to grab onto the outside edge of the top leg. So that would be your right leg. That's the key. If you could go for both legs, go for it. But the idea is that you don't want to pull your heels down to your butt. Okay, that's key. You want to keep the heels lifted off of your rump, all right? And think about pulling the heels towards your shoulder. You're going to feel this in the glute of the top leg, which in our scenario right now is the right leg. Breathe there. Keeping a light resistance if you can, pressing the heels away from you as you gently pull it in, or you don't even need to do any resistance at all. Okay, switch sides. Flex the feet. Gently press them away, even though you're pulling in. One of my favorite stretches, this is called Gomukhasana in yoga, cow face pose. But you normally would do this in a seated position, which is really hard for people. So they end up not being able to like get into the pose because they're suffering so much. So take away the suffering and come on your back so you can control the resistance, right? You're on your back. You're controlling the resistance right now rather than your body weight controlling the resistance. Good. Release that. TFL. Feet come to the outside edges of your mat, okay? Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Let the knees drop over to the right, okay? Hook your right ankle on the outside edge of your left knee, and then just allow the weight of the right leg. I'm not pushing down, but the weight of my right leg is drawing that left leg down towards the bottom of my mat as well as down to the ground. My left butt cheek is slightly lifted, but I'm thinking about pulling those muscles on the inside of my pelvis, pulling them up towards my chest as a way of grounding my left hip, glute, that whole left lower quarter to the ground. You can also reach your left arm up. Good. Wow, this lower body stretching makes me sleepy. It's so nice. Windshield wiper the other way. And then drop over to your left. Make sure that that right knee is right below your hip. I don't want the knee to be way out to the right, and I don't want it to be so close to your left leg. Hook the ankle on it. You could probably see here that I do have space between my right bum and the floor, but I'm thinking about drawing it down towards the floor, and then reach your right arm and grab onto your fluffy dog out to the right. PFL. Outside hip flexors. Beautiful. Release that. Again, hug in. Just a light hug in, okay? Nothing major. If you want to go for happy baby, you can go for happy baby here. But if it's too intense, then just give yourself a break and just hug it in and rock side to side. All right, my friends. That is your lower body stretch. I'm going to do an upper body stretch next time. All righty. Wow, look at that fabulous hair. Have a fabulous Monday. Bye.